Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all around the world. I'm Dr. Darryl Wolf, and this is DocStar TV. And guess what? We've got the Berry Bombshells.
Hello.
Hi, Shalou. Kathy, how you doing?
Great. How are you doing, Darryl?
How am I doing? Fantastic. I already told you that just 2 seconds ago when you asked me how was the weather. And I said the best move I ever did was to decide that I would dictate the environment that I live in. And I wouldn't base it around fear or poverty. How's that? Okay? So yeah, I love it. You know, we live in Puerto Rico, we live in Florida, and we live in Mexico. So you can tell that I'm not one for shoveling snow.
We got a lot of it last night.
Did you really? Got a dump-a-rooney?
We did.
Yeah? Good.
It's a good thing we like making snow angels. Don't we just love it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so everybody, just so you know, we're bopping on. We won't be here long, but just like I did for Jason and Melissa, okay, Marpe Wellness, we came on here and we let everybody know that they are actually doing a road trip. I'm telling you what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing my practitioners, not mine, okay? Not my practitioners, but practitioners, New World practitioners, not mine, please, I take it back. New World practitioners all around the world, whether it's Australia, Europe, Canada, United States, are all doing what we call road tours, okay, with the actual Cellsonic. And they go out and they do non-surgical, they do perfect day consultations, and they do non-surgical like pelvic restoration, natural facelift, non-surgical facelift, breast lift, spinal restoration. People that say I've got stenosis and I need a surgery, and we prove that they don't. We need that we can reverse carpal. Guys, we can actually reverse your carpal tunnel syndrome in one treatment with the Cellsonic and the non-surgical. Okay, how about that? Or how about frozen shoulder? How about tennis elbow? How about I've got a herniated disc? How about that, eh? How about I've got stenosis in the spine? Okay, I could keep going if you wanted. How about I've got arthritis and there's no cure, which is BS. That's just a belief system. That's all I meant. I didn't mean the other way. And the reality is this, is we prove it all the time. We'll give you a money-back guarantee on the first treatment, okay, that we are going to prove to you that you don't have to go to surgery and you don't have to be on drugs. And you're only on drugs because you have a physical block of calcification, crystallization, and scar tissue. And guess what? You can't have things blocking the flow of your lymph, your blood. And what about your spirit energy? Well, what's that, Dr. Wolf? Oh, really? You came with a spirit, and believe it or not, people go, that's such BS. I'm going to tell you something right now. We are energy, electrical, magnetic, light energy beings, and guess what? Whether you want to believe this or not, our energy is always coming into our body, and it's always flowing. And if you don't believe me, guess what? A phone call is a frequency, and it's electrical energy, isn't it? Well, guess what? You see these walls here? They're solid cement. They're 10 inches thick. If you tried to make a phone call on this side of the wall, okay, and you weren't in front of this glass here, I would have trouble hearing you if I stood on this side. So what happens when you've got displaced calcification, scar tissue formation, crystallization, and then what happens when we use non-surgical in the Cellsonic and we actually dissolve the crystallization, we fracture the calcification so it ionizes and then goes back to where it belongs in your bones, and we actually pull the scar tissue apart that used to be beautiful flow and connective tissue because you had blood, you had lymph, and you had the your electrical energy flowing through it. Now we just did it. So don't tell me we can't do it, because we're going to do it, and we've been doing it. I've been doing it for 40 years. So we are actually building what we call power pack clinics, and that's with a Cellsonic and with a cardio med bed. And these two girls have one. And they both have each of these, and they've teamed up together, and they just came back from Quebec, and now they're going to be heading to Niagara Falls this weekend. And understand something. Go ahead. If you need to believe, it's not reversible. It's in your genes. It's your genetics, which there isn't any genetic diseases. Thank you very much. And I would medical doctor or a naturopath, whatever you want to do. But understand something. It's not genetic, it's epigenetics. And understand this. No, you didn't get it from your grandmother or your grandfather. No, it didn't jump a generation, okay? Because, so what happens is, okay, it starts off in the invisible and comes to the physical, and then you want to blame it on that. Okay, how does it feel to believe that something is genetic or it runs in the family? Doesn't that make you feel a little bit like you just created a prison for yourself? And how long are you going to stay there for? Anyways, I want you to think about it. Shalou, Kathy, can you tell me when you guys are taking off, where you're going to be going to do the non-surgical, the Cellsonic treatments, and the Perfect Day consults? Go ahead.
So we leave on Thursday night so that we're all set up for Friday morning.
This Thursday night? And what's the date? What is the date of this Thursday?
Yep, November 30th. And we are doing treatments on the 1st and the 2nd. And so, yeah, come join us. We're going to be heading down the 401. So Mississauga, Oakville, Burlington, Hamilton, anywhere in there if you
Grimsby, St.
Right.
Catharines,
Yeah.
Vineland area. I'm probably stopping off in Vineland first. Did we lose? Okay, there we go.
And so, yeah, we do have a few spots available, so you can contact us. My name's Shalou, 705-828-2257. You can check out my website, lotuslife.health. And give me a call if you have any questions or concerns. You know, people don't realize how badly they're in pain because they're used to being in pain. Just last weekend, you know, there was a husband-wife, and the husband, he literally, like, he brought the wife because she needed the treatment. And when I'm looking at him, and he goes, oh, it's just my knees, but it's okay. It's my age, you know, it's okay. Like, I'm doing fine. And I looked at him and I said, okay, well, you know what? Let me just, you came all this way, at least get to learn what this beautiful machine can do. So let's just do, you know, a few pulses on your knee, and you tell me if you can feel the difference. So we just, you know, I did a quick little mapping of his knee with my elbow and realized that the sorest part was on the inside of the knee. So I did 100 pulses in that area, and he got up, and I'm like, well, get up, walk around, tell me how it feels. And he goes, it feels good. I said, no, don't lie to me. Like, tell me really, take your time, feel it. I want to know, right? And he was like, well, you know, it feels lighter. And that's exactly what I've heard over and over again, is people say it feels lighter. We've put the life back in. You feel lighter. So now the other leg felt a little heavy. So, you know, I'm like, well, you're here. We have another Cellsonic in the other room. If you want a treatment, let me know, because while I work on her, you could be getting a treatment too, right? So that's the benefit of both of us traveling together, that, you know, you can come with your friend, with your husband, with your child, and you know, it's not like you're there all day.
Okay,
right?
can I say something? Guess what? Did you hear what I just said? We are light energy, electrical magnetic beings, and she just said he felt lighter in his knee. That's because there was more blood flow, more lymph flow, and more energy flow. And guess what? He had crystallization, calcification, and scar tissue in there. And when she used the Cellsonic, which is 25,000 volts put into a love harmonic, I already told you what it does just a few minutes ago. And the proof is in the pudding. The Cellsonic is the most powerful energy medicine device on the planet, second to the CardioMed bed, which will actually reverse somebody with a 93% blockage in their heart that needs heart surgery. And within 35 to 37 hours, they'll have a brand new set of arteries. And people are going, I don't believe it. Well, do you know why we are going on the road, everyone? Because people have been taught that it's not reversible. And if it could have been, then the medical system, with one of their great breakthroughs, would have done it. And I don't know if you notice this or not. I'm not tearing them down. They're great for emergency care. That's only 1%. That's 1% of healthcare. The other 99% is teaching you to go from a victim to a hero. And then from a patient to your own practitioner, where you don't have to come and get treated anymore because you'll get mistreated. Because we're going to train you. Why do you think we give you a consult for $150? Most people, you know, our consult's worth $1,000, and I know it is, because we do an hour-long consult. We send you the audio. We give you the Perfect Day Guide, a 400-page manual, which is the most powerful health guide on this planet. It's 40 years of my work. and that's free. And then you get to call me or my practitioners or New World practitioners, okay, as often as you need to, because health is a language. And understand something. I don't know if you know anything about this, guys, but it's all about loving yourself and learning how to teach others how to love and care for themselves. And that's all we're trying to do. And guess what? Is it okay? Because I don't know if you guys notice this. I love having fun. I love an adventure. Okay? I love an adventure. My whole life is about an adventure. And guess what? When nothing scares you, you will take on the most craziest thing. And you can ask Shalou or Kathy or ask my staff. The thing I go is I need to hear something crazy. I need to hear something that excites us totally and scares us a little bit, and then we know we're on track. What about that? Wouldn't you want that life? Do you want the same thing every day? Well, guess what? We're not the same. So if you want something different, then you're going to want to call these ladies. Shalou, what's your phone number?
My number is 705
Yeah?
828 2257. And you can check out my website, lotuslife.health.
Kathy? Just to go back on what you were saying about the two Cellsonics going at the same time, we were busy at the same time, but whoever was available first, we were at a gymnasium. So this gym location where we were.
Where was that? When you were in Quebec?
In Quebec.
When are you going back to Quebec?
Oh,
End of Feb, early March. We just
Okay.
have to figure the date down.
yeah.
Okay, and we've got some people here wanting you to go towards, let me see here, give me a second. They want to know if you would call them Sonia Harris and if you would go towards Windsor.
Oh yeah, we have
absolutely.
many requests for that too. So there is a plan to get down there.
So guess what? Why don't you not just, don't come home just after Niagara Falls, head towards
Go,
Windsor.
Just keep going.
Are you guys dedicated or what?
Absolutely. We had such a blast just being away. You talk about being busy and just, I don't want to say adrenaline rush. It was just go, go, go all weekend, but a really nice go, go, go. It was jam-packed. I even lost my voice on Friday night. It's just coming back now. But it was so much fun being in Old Montreal, or we went down for a meal on Friday night. But then right back at it again early Saturday morning. And at the gym, there was a fella there. There was many of them that came up the stairs looking for treatment. But this fella came up the stairs and said, "Oh, I just injured my lower back and I'm on my way to a party." He says, I have to go to my nephew's 30th birthday party and I don't know what I've done to my back. Okay, let's get a look at you here. And 200 pulses on the back, just the lower back area, SI joint, sacrum, that sort of thing. He needed a little bit more, so we got up, tried it on. After 500 pulses, away he went, and it was like brand new. He says, "I don't feel like I did anything to myself." We were able to get it right then and there. He was amazed at that outcome. Now, because we were taking people either by appointment or by chance, we were able to work it out between the two of us with the two cell
Okay, that one's yours.
Yeah, that was over here. And they were just amazed. These big burly fellas coming in, used to being exercising, whatnot, that, pulse, whatever. And they were feeling so much better. And later, like you say, no matter what the ailments, they were like, "Oh man, I can feel, And one of them brought in their wives, and she was still breastfeeding. And she said she felt like a fibroid on the top, under the lymph node area. And she says, "What is this? What is this?" She says,
One second, Kathy. Everybody, fibroids are just scar tissue. And you get a big ball of scar tissue because you have infection that creates inflammation, and that creates fibrin, and it goes to the area to wall off the poison so it doesn't spread and goes somewhere like in your breast where it can actually cause infection, inflammation, crystallization, calcification, and even mutation. So instead of having that, now you've got a big ball of a fibroid ball with our elbow and with the Cellsonic. If we don't make it disappear, it's going to be 30 to 80% smaller in 15, 20 minutes. And if you would listen to us and know that your lymph system dumps into your colon, and if you were to do daily cleansing tea, and you were to do black gold, and you were to do the ultimate coffee enema, and get on the perfect day diet and get a consult, it's not coming back. Okay? It's not coming back. Kathy?
Well, she was amazed because I think there was just 50 pulses to begin to see how she felt after that. No, there was still a tiny bit there. She says, but it's gone down. And I said, well, let's do 50 more and see where it is. And I said, by the way, do you have fillings on that side of your mouth? She says, no, I don't have any fillings. I said, what about a root canal? And she says, oh, yeah. I said, you might want to get that checked out. I said, it could be a combination of things. Maybe you need a consult. Let's talk about this. It's not just breastfeeding. You could, exactly what Daryl just said. So there's a combination of all kinds of things. And after 100 pulses, she said she felt it went right down.
And Kathy, if I can say this, it's all about energy, everyone. And are you ready for this? Negative energy created it. Positive energy took it away. People go, what happens to the scar tissue, Dr. Wolf? When you did the fibroid, you brought it down by like 70%. Does that mean all the scar tissue is going around in my body? Boy, we have been dumbed down so bad. You can't even go to a massage therapist or a chiropractor or a doctor and get the right answer. They don't even understand this. And here's the deal. As soon as you restore the blood flow, the lymph flow, and the electrical energy, guess what? We didn't take anything away. We brought something back. We brought something back. And what did we bring back? We brought back the life. As soon as you bring back the life, the beef jerky leaves. As soon as you bring back the life, the elasticity, the tone, the strength, the flow, the pain, okay? The pressure is gone. Understand something right now. Don't want to hear about it anymore. You know, people will be talking. I'll go, please stop talking. Don't let your subconscious do the talking for you right now. Okay, because all you're doing is just mouthing what you've been told by the medical system all your life, or other so-called body workers and practitioners that don't understand. It's only crystallization, calcification, and scar tissue formation. And yes, these two ladies are from Barrie, Ontario, and they both have clinics. Oh yeah, and somebody's asking, could I come and learn and get this equipment? Well, guess what? That's what they did. If anybody gets, first of all, just know this, a cardio med bed. If you go to this, bhnpowerpack.com. That's Braveheart Nation, bhnpowerpack.com. You're going to see in there that we have the cardio med bed, which, okay, if you had perfect circulation, what would you have? I'll leave that with you. I'll leave it with you. Now, here's the deal. The cardio med bed, when they were built at $250,000. Go do some research. Now, most of the hospitals in North America had them. Here's the story. Guess what? When they were using them, the cardiologist wasn't getting any surgeries. So they went on strike and said, the beds go or we go. And guess what I did? I created a contract, and we are pulling these cardio med beds that are worth anywhere from $175,000 to $250,000, and they're in mint condition. Understand that. And we're reselling them to our practitioners for only $35,000 and giving them a free New World Practitioner training. Listen, I said to Lori, okay, a couple years ago, I go, listen, we'll get the most powerful thing called a cardio med bed when it comes to circulation. We'll get the most powerful thing called a Cellsonic when it comes to, well, what other device has 25,000 volts in it, and it's put into a love harmonic, and it can actually decalcify the joints, the organs, the tendons, the ligaments, get rid of stenosis. You heard the story, so you know you can either believe it or not, but guess what? Nobody's going to come up against me because if they know me, they know I don't lie. And the reality is this. If you get a Cellsonic from us, now understand Cellsonic is expensive. It's $125,000 US. But is the Cellsonic and the cardio med bed in high demand, guys?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Understand, there's no more powerful energy medicine in the world, and I put them together, and it's called bhnpowerpack.com. And with that, you will get a full New World Practitioner training with each device when you buy them. And have I supported you guys okay?
Oh, amazing. Bar none.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. And another one, just so you know where I'm coming from, I don't make any money off of these ladies. I promote these ladies because I made a promise to myself and to Lori, my partner, that we're going to have power pack clinics all over the world, and we're going to prove that the world of the world of even natural medicine and medical doesn't know what they're talking about. And I'm not trying to start a fight or come up against anybody, but they don't know. Why don't you go ask your massage therapist, your chiropractor, your osteopath, your acupuncturist about scar tissue and crystallization and calcification. If the calcium went back where it was supposed to, and we put the electrical light charge back into the scar tissue, it's brand new. I hope you know that. There is no old age. There's just calcification, scar tissue formation, and crystallization. If you don't believe me, okay, I know I'm still young. I'm only going on 69. But wait till I'm 99 because I know I'm going there because I didn't buy into you're doing okay for your age. So here comes the limp, then the cane, then the walker, then the wheelchair, then the depends, and then will somebody please wipe my butt? That's never going to happen. Okay, so understand something. I'm going to tell you right now, you need to take care or you're going to need a caretaker. And you're going to need to learn how to create a perfect day from the moment you rise until you go to bed. And that's what every one of my practitioners do. And when's the last time you paid $150 and you got an hour consult and you could call that practitioner as often as you wanted and they were going to treat you like family? You think about that. And you were going to get my 400-page manual. That's what we do at the Doc of Detox if you go to consultations. And these ladies do it too. You know what? There's so much abundance all over the world. And we know one thing, that we need to teach everyone to go from a patient to a practitioner. Because guess what? Do you want to know what most natural health practitioners think? There's not enough work out there. Well, of course there's not enough work because you're working. Where's your passion? Where's your purpose? Bring down the thunder. All right? There's abundance everywhere because guess what? I hope everybody knows this. 86% of the population has an autoimmune disease. 50% of the population is going to deal with cancer, okay, critical. And 60% of the population is going to have a heart problem. And we know that right now, 85% of the population is pre-diabetic, okay? So the reality is let's just get into the real thought here that we need to teach people not to come for treatment. They can come for treatment, but we need to train them on how they become their own practitioner. Because here's the biggest thing. There's not a father out there and a mother, okay, all right, that looks after themselves. The odd one. They tell everybody in the family how they should live. But guess what? I shut my mouth a long time ago. I am a walking advertisement. You know, people do the things because I do them. Okay? I walk in it. And understand, don't be trying to tell your family how to live, okay, if you're not an example of it. And that's a big deal. And that's what these two ladies do. Go ahead, girls.
How do they get a hold of you?
Well, you can reach me at 705-715-8716, or my email is info@advancedhealing.ca. I just wanted to mention too, there's no limitations on this because I did have another fella that had a steel rod in his, oh my goodness, the names just escaped me, in his leg, the femur. So I was able to go around that as well. So it doesn't matter if there's in your steel rods in your spine or in your legs. Anybody can get treatment if you're in pain and you're looking for help. So yeah, just give us 05-715-8716.
And there's no negative side effects. Like, people need to understand that. With everything
None.
else, people worry.
None.
Like, it's all positive. It's all positive. Like, we put the light back in, we put the life back in. Your cells are charged in the right. I was explaining to someone how, when a battery is losing, when it's getting weak, you have to charge it, right? Your car battery dies. You have to get another one and charge it. Put the life back in.
Yeah.
When we get sick, it's because our charge is getting lower and lower. And the Cellsonic just charges you back up. The one gentleman that came, he was struggling with stage 4 inflammation. And he was there like every day. He came for 3 days in a row. And at the end of it, I asked, I said, so, what do you think? And like, their minds were just blown. He goes, I was exhausted. Just in the car ride from my house to here the first day.
I lost you, girls.
Yeah. Okay. Decline. Yeah.
There we go.
Apologies. Yeah.
So he's like, I was exhausted just in the car ride the first day. And yet they drove like 45 minutes to an hour every day after that to get treatments. And he goes, I can't believe how fantastic I feel. And he goes, this is like, it's just mind blowing. But before we did anything, as Gerald said, you have to be in the right mind frame. I literally looked at him. He came in.
I couldn't believe it. You came up the stairs, running up the stairs. I need a mirror. I need a mirror. Okay, she took it right up.
Okay, guys, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. What's the topic? The topic, people are just coming on. The topic is actually called BHN Power Pack, okay? And if you want more information, you go to bhnpowerpack.com. That stands for Braveheart Nation powerpack.com or bhnpowerpack.com. What we're talking about is we're talking about a cardio med bed that can reverse up to a 93% blockage in the heart where somebody's already booked for surgery after about 35 to 37 hours. And I know you don't want to believe me, but go in and read the science at bhnpowerpack.com. You can also go take a look at the Cellsonic that can actually shut down stage 4 inflammation with the pulsing, because everything is a frequency. Remember, cancer gets turned on by a frequency and gets turned off by one. But remember, if you don't want to change your personality, we can't change your reality. We can make things better when you get treated, but if you go home and mistreat yourself on an emotional and physical level, then please, okay, there's no such thing as a miracle except what God gave you. That's the only miracle. You are the only cure. These aren't cures. We can melt the crystallization. We can get the calcium back into your bones. We can take the scar tissue that they say that you need to have surgery, and we need to cut a big chunk out of your hip, your spine, your shoulder, your abdomen, okay? And we can turn that around without surgery. And if you've had surgery and you get the Cellsonic and the non-surgical, we are going to actually remove the scar tissue that was caused from the knife. Did you hear what I just said? And we can do it. And you know what? I talk like this because I'm trying to tell you one time, I'm not lying to you. I'm trying to tell you that you've been dumbed down, okay, because you're serving somebody and something you should have never served, okay? So you need to understand that. You need to learn how to serve yourself. You need to become the gift. Now, somebody's saying, if I have a steel rod, Barbara, if you have a steel rod, we will work around the rod and even on the rod. Barbara, if I'm ever in your area, I will work on you for free. I don't care if your rod is 4 inches or it is 16 inches. I will work around the rod doing non-surgical and the Cellsonic. And guess what? I will make you feel like you've never felt since that surgery. If you've had a surgery, surgery causes more scar tissue and displaced calcium than anything else. The more traumatized your cells are, the more damaged they are, the more scar tissue you're going to have, the more calcification, crystallization, the stiffer you're going to be. Hey, Grandpa, are you okay? You look really like you're in pain and so stiff. I don't feel a thing. Meanwhile, he can't move anymore because he's going to tear out because he's a piece of beef jerky. We can take someone, and guess what? You can believe me or not, but I travel a lot. I fly all over the world, and we're starting our tour again in January. I'm in Mexico, and we're going to be at the Cala del Mar for a 4-diamond resort. Shalou is going to be helping to teach the Braveheart Circle and the pelvic course. I'll be teaching the whole life coach course, and Dr. Sage Wolf will be doing the non-surgical course. Check it out at braveheartnation.com, guys. I mean, our courses rock. I don't care if you've been a body worker for 30 years. We're going to knock your socks off. And guess what? We have medical doctors, nurses, chiropractors, housewives. We have people that are just getting out of school. We got people that don't know what to do with their life or always wanted to be a practitioner but didn't want to go $150,000 in debt, because you don't get into debt taking my courses. You come and take a 23-day package to become a New World practitioner, to be certified in a whole life coach and a Wolf non-surgical. You go home and you start working right away. And guess what? I'll back you with a money back guarantee with your body work and with your whole life coaching, because we already do. And I will back you, because guess what? You are a genius. If you always wanted to be a practitioner, I will back you. And understand something, I can, because I am abundant and I was created by God Almighty, and I'm going to act like it. I'm going to stand in my power for everybody until they can stand on their own, because it's been stolen from us. Okay, so check out BHN powerpack.com, and like I said, anybody that buys any of these devices gets a full training from us. Okay, and that's for free, and nobody does this around the world. So I just love how people try to think that they know me. Yeah, they're going to get to know me all right. They're going to get to know that we are going to create the most powerful Braveheart nation, and we are going to welcome everyone. Doesn't matter what your religion, your color. Doesn't even matter if you like us. We don't care. We love you anyway, because the only people that don't like us are people that don't like themselves. And guess what? We need to love them anyway. And you better get that, whether it's a family member or a friend or anybody else in the world. Okay? Show them some love. Okay? And to do that, you better be loving yourself as well and not be beating up on yourself. Girls, you're going to put your whole tour, the Niagara tour, up at bhnpowerpack.com. So if you go to Kathy and click on Kathy on powerpack.com, tell them in a second what your full name is, what your clinic is, or if you click on Shalou's, you're going to see, they're going to tell you where they're going. They're going to tell you what the phone numbers are if you want to have them drop in. And listen, if it's on their way to Niagara, just tell them, say, look, you can drop into my house. It won't take long. Just, kind of just like moan or a little bit, okay?
Yeah, make sure it's worth it, right? Also, just know that if any of you that are asking how do we get these devices and want to get the training, we're doing a training in Barrie in March. So you can go check it out and, sign up right away, because we always fill up really fast. So if you want to do that, come March in Barrie. We're doing the whole life coach, we're doing the wolf non-surgical, and then we're also doing the pelvic course. So come have fun with us and check that out. But other than that, for this weekend, on our drive down on Thursday, or come see us in Niagara Falls on Friday, or Friday and Saturday, or make a stop on the way back on Sunday. Yeah. You can reach me at 705-828-2257. You can email me at shalou@lotuslife.health, or check out my website, lotuslife.health. Kathy?
And my name's Kathy, and you can reach me at 705-715-8716. And my email is info@advancedhealing.ca. And I'm working on that website. It's pretty close to being done. And pretty soon it'll be there. It'll be advancedhealing.ca.
Very good. And like I said, everyone, if you want to know what their schedule is, just go to bhnpowerpack.com, and just know if you are interested in any of our trainings like Whole Life Coach, Wolf Non-Surgical, okay, or you want to come for the Pelvic Restoration 3-day Masterclass, like I said, we're doing all of that, and the Braveheart Circle here in Mexico, January 8th at the Cala del Mar. It's a 4-diamond resort. It's beautiful. You'll see when we get there. We'll be doing lots of video. And if you happen to be in Ixtapa and you don't really know if you want to take the course yet, just call me and I'll let you drop in for a day for the Whole Life Coach. It starts on the 8th. You be my guest, okay? And you'll come in and I'll tell you, whether you want to believe it or not, by the 3rd day, you'll never be the same again. You'll never be the same, because we are going to get rid of all the shame, all the guilt. We're going to get rid of, I'm not good enough. We're going to get rid of all of the poverty mentality, whether you're worth it or let me just say this. The majority of the world, and I do mean like 99% of the world, will always have problems paying their bills, because believe it or not, we are electrical magnetic energy devices, and we're always giving out information to the universe. And understand something, you're only getting what you put out. So the reality you've been lying to yourself since you were very little because you were programmed to do it. You lie to yourself, you put yourself down, you shortchange yourself, you limit yourself. And believe it or not, a lot of you have, and I apologize, but it's just a guesstimate, but a lot of people, I've seen it, have religious beliefs that confine them and make them feel unworthy. Or they just have beliefs that make them feel unworthy. And I'm not telling you to get rid of any of your religion or your beliefs, but why don't you take a look at the ones that have a chokehold on you and are stopping you from actually healing. I hope you know this. You can believe it or not. But people come to me and I know right now that their beliefs, they're not going to heal. And I will tell them honestly, if you're not going to change your personality and go in and change some of your belief systems, I'm going to end up taking your money. Because if you're going to come in and believe that you're unworthy and it's not going to actually, and you're not worthy of healing and that which created the universe, if you don't believe that that has always unconditionally loved you, you're just going to spend more money. You're just going to hit bumps and grinds. You know, that's the way it is. Because I'm going to tell you something. Your thoughts are everything. Your beliefs are everything. Your image of yourself in the world is everything. Okay? And this is why we cannot be upset with people. Because people are beautiful. Sometimes their beliefs are just not working for them. Okay? Girls, well, how would you like to close it?
It's a new, exciting chapter for me. Everything Daryl said, yeah, it's from the moment I first took that course to the point that I'm at right now. I only just discovered this last October, and look at what I'm doing now. Holy moly. It's mind-boggling. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. It's just, I can't say it enough how we're helping people. And that was the whole reason behind this is to even know what kind of knowledge you had in your own household now in this day and age when things are going on out there. Now we can take it out and teach others to better themselves, to heal naturally and not rely on the drugs and whatnot. You have it within yourself. Your body can heal itself. It just needs that little nudge, that belief, and the help that you can get naturally. So I can't help. I thank you enough, Daryl, for all that you've done to support me and to train me and whatnot.
Okay, Shalou, can you tell Kathy she's not supposed to do that? Don't do that. So anyways, Kathy, my practitioners are not supposed to thank me. They're supposed to thank themselves because to actually break away from the herd, from the majority, and be able to stand in your own power to love and care for yourself, the thanks are not mine. Okay, so just know that.
No, to come to that realization yourself.
Yes, that's it. It's all about you, Kathy. Yeah. And nobody's allowed to thank me when they come to the course. They have to thank themselves, and they got to get used to it. They got to get used to thanking themselves, because when you become your own cheerleader, Kathy, how does things change?
Immensely.
Okay, all right.
We were doing a lot of cheering this weekend.
Yeah.
And knowledge is power,
yes.
Right? And no one has taught us how to take care of ourselves. No one has taught us how this vehicle works. And that's what's so empowering about this course is you get to really know how every level of this vehicle works. And when you do, that's when you start feeling powerful, because you start to make decisions about your health based on how you're feeling, because you're the only one that knows, right? You don't have to sit there and go, oh, it's a smiley face. No, it's a frown. No, you know how you feel. And you know when you start doing the perfect day, even little baby steps, 1% every day to make that change, the proof is take back your own health. And that's what I say. Make 2024 the year that you put yourself first. That it's time.
The year of abundance. The year of abundance on all levels. Guys, I got to tell you, when I was a practitioner and when I started, I was in my early 20s. And understand something. You know what? When I started, I just said, bring me your sick, bring me your dying. I want to prove to everyone that I'm a healer. Boom. Boy, did I get a kick in the teeth. Let me tell you something right now. I ended up going to work in the morning. I had a family. I'd go to work at like 6 in the morning to drive in, to the city. I'd be there till 7, drive home. And guess what? Because I always felt like I had to go work hard, had to struggle. And the more I suffered, the more I loved my family. We need to get rid of all of this. We are amazing. You are amazing. You people out there, you are beautiful. I don't need to know who you are. I do know that we've all had it tough. But we've got to leave that behind us, and we've got to make this a new moment. Every moment, don't waste it. Don't waste it. Go dust off your passion, dust off your purpose, and become the gift that you truly are. Because guess what? What did you want to used to do? Why do you feel empty? Because guess what? You were told if you worked hard enough, suffered enough, that people would give you enough love and you'd be taken care of. How's that working for you? Okay, I'm going to tell you something. The day that I learned that I had to unconditionally love myself, okay, because that's what I was created by, that up there somewhere is unconditional love, and I needed to act like it. And when I started doing that, I healed myself and I healed my family. That's where it starts. You got to stop. You got to stop the guilt, got to stop the judgment, and you got to go, you know what? It's about me now. If I work hard enough, if I focus, if I focus on myself, on loving and caring for myself, then I will become what I've wanted for everybody else. And then I will show them that you can actually get there. Shalou? Shalou knows what working hard is, that's for sure.
Oh boy. But where did it get me? And now, by putting myself first, not only did I save my own life, first and foremost, but I inspired the rest of the members of my family to start looking and putting themselves first, to start looking at what they needed to do to take care of their health and their life. And it's just been amazing. The whole frequency and vibration of my house is just so much happier and healthier now. So it really just starts with you. So love yourself, put yourself first, give us a call, because if you don't know, I don't know how to get there. Well, you know what? Let us help you map that route out.
Ladies,
that's what we do.
Ladies, please, when we're done, can you go back and answer any of the people's questions? There's a couple of people that said, I'd like to introduce this to my salon, to my clinic. Let's find out where they live. But if you want, you can call Shalou or Kathy and understand this. They don't work for me. They're on their own, but it's my job. It's my passion, my purpose to actually make sure that every one of my practitioners get exactly what they deserve. And that is everything. And that's what we do here. My phone number is 469-861-8884 on WhatsApp, Skype, or on WhatsApp, or you can call me direct. It's a U.S. number. If you call me from the U.S. and you've got U.S. calling or Canada calling into the U.S., it's a U.S. number, so it's free, okay? 469-861-8884. You can call me that on WhatsApp or FaceTime, or you can call me on Skype at DOC.OF.DETOX, or on my 1-800 number anywhere in North America, 855-900-4544, extension 5. And I will help direct you wherever you need to go. And just know that we are all around the world with practitioners, okay? And if you want more information, someone's asking about Kathy and Shalou's road trip, go to bhnpowerpack.com and click on their clinic name or their name, and you'll see that. And somebody's asking about how do you purchase the Cellsonic and the Cardio Med Bed? Just give me a call. And yes, you get a full New World Practitioner training free with each of these. Because guess what? Like I told you, we're called Braveheart Nation, and we're going to act like it, okay? Shalou, how would you like to end it? Because in 2 minutes, we've got about 100 practitioners coming on for a Q&A, okay?
Yes. So if you're interested, you can call me at 705-828-2257. I would love to hear from you. Or you can call Kathy.
You can call me at 705-715-8716. I'd love to hear from you. Let's collaborate and see what we can come up with. I think we had a little visitor just came in there.
Yeah, that's Simran saying hi.
Yeah, Simran, come on in, Simran.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
no, we'd love to connect with anybody.
thanks, girls. And just you see this, guys? What do you see it? You see my pussycat? Okay. See the pussycat right here? Well, just know this: you're all just starting out as beautiful little pussycats, and now you need to find your roar because you're so much more. 3, 2, 1. We got this, Bravehearts.
We got this.
Love you, everybody. Have a great night. We will be back tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.